You're about to ruin your car's fuel system, and you don't even know it. This happens at gas stations every single day, and the repair bill can hit over $1,000. Stay with me because you're probably doing this too. Let me ask you something. When you pull up to the pump, what's the first thing you do after you park? If your answer is anything other than turning off your engine, we need to talk. But that's not the mistake I'm talking about today. The real problem happens right when you think you're being careful. Here's what most drivers do. They pull the nozzle trigger all the way back. They lock it in place. They walk away, check their phone, clean their windshield, whatever. Then the pump clicks off when the tank is full. But here's where it goes wrong. They go back, pull the trigger again, and try to squeeze in a little more fuel. Just to round up the price. Just to reach the next dollar amount. Just to top it off completely. That extra squeeze is destroying your car. Let me explain why. Your fuel tank isn't just an empty container. It's a carefully designed system with vapor recovery built into it. There's a small space at the top of your tank that needs to stay empty. This space allows fuel to expand when it gets hot. It also allows your evaporative emission system to function properly. When you top off after the first click, you're filling that space with liquid fuel. You're overfilling the tank beyond its designed capacity. Now here's what happens next. That extra fuel you forced in has nowhere to go when it expands. It gets pushed into the charcoal canister. This canister is designed to capture fuel vapors, not liquid fuel. When liquid fuel floods this canister, it saturates the charcoal inside. Once that charcoal is saturated, it can't do its job anymore. Your check engine light comes on. Your car might run rough. It might even stall. And replacing that canister? You're looking at anywhere from $300 to over $1,000 depending on your vehicle. But it gets worse. That liquid fuel can also travel further into the system. It can damage the purge valve. It can create problems with your fuel pressure sensor. In some cases, it can even cause fuel to leak into the engine's intake manifold. I've seen cars that needed complete evaporative system overhauls because the owner topped off their tank every single time they refueled. Think about how often this happens. You're at the gas station. The pump clicks. You know it's full. But you want to get to that even number. $20 exactly instead of $19.73. Or you want to fill it completely before a long trip. So you pull the trigger one more time. Maybe two more times. You hear the fuel sloshing. You see it creeping up the filler neck. You think you're getting your money's worth. You're not. You're paying for fuel that your car can't properly hold, and you're damaging a system that costs serious money to repair. Here's another scenario. It's winter. It's cold outside. You're in a hurry. The pump clicks off, but you know your tank can hold more. You've filled it past that point before. So you override the automatic shutoff and keep going. What you don't realize is that fuel contracts in cold weather. When it warms up later, it expands even more than usual. That overfilled tank is now pushing fuel into places it should never be. Or maybe you're the person who fills up while your engine is running. I see this constantly. Someone pulls up, leaves the car idling, starts pumping. They think they're saving time. They think it doesn't matter. But that running engine is creating heat. It's creating pressure changes in the fuel system. And if you're also topping off while the engine runs, you're compounding the problem. You're adding heat expansion to an already overfilled tank. Now let me tell you what mechanics see when these cars come in. First sign is usually the check engine light. The diagnostic code points to the evaporative emission system. The technician checks the charcoal canister. It's soaked. It's heavy with liquid fuel instead of being light and dry. They check the vent valve. It's stuck. They check the lines. There's fuel residue where only vapor should be. The customer always asks the same question. How did this happen? And when the mechanic asks about refueling habits, the answer is almost always the same. Yeah, I always top it off. I always fill it to the brim. Been there. That habit just cost them a day without their car and a repair bill that could have been completely avoided. Here's what makes this frustrating. The pump's automatic shutoff is there for a reason. It's not approximate. It's not conservative. It's precisely calibrated to stop when your tank reaches its proper fill level. Engineers spent significant time designing that shutoff point. They factored in expansion space. They factored in temperature variations. They factored in vapor recovery. When that nozzle clicks and shuts off, your tank is full. Properly full. Safely full. But we've been conditioned to think we need to squeeze in more. We think the pump stopped too early. We think there's wasted space in the tank. There isn't. That space is intentional. It's necessary. It's protecting your expensive emissions equipment. Let me give you another reason this matters. Modern cars have sealed fuel systems. They're designed to prevent fuel vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. This isn't just about emissions regulations. It's about protecting the environment and making your car run efficiently. When you overfill and damage the system, you're not just breaking your car. You're allowing fuel vapors to escape. You're contributing to air pollution. You're wasting fuel through evaporation. And you're making your car work harder to compensate for a system that's no longer functioning correctly. Some people think this is just paranoid car manufacturer warnings. It's not. This is basic physics and engineering. Liquids expand when heated. Sealed systems need space for that expansion. Charcoal canisters can't handle liquid saturation. These aren't opinions. These are facts that show up in repair shops every single week. So what should you actually do? It's simple. When you start pumping fuel, hold the nozzle at the middle position. Not fully squeezed. Not the slowest setting. The middle flow rate. This helps reduce vapor and splashing. Let it pump until it clicks off automatically. When it clicks, you're done. Don't pull the trigger again. Don't try to round up the number. Don't try to add more. Just stop. Put the nozzle back. Close your fuel door. Drive away. That's it. Your tank is full. Your emissions system is safe. Your wallet is protected from future repair bills. If you're someone who absolutely needs round numbers for budgeting, here's what you do instead. Watch the pump display as it's filling. When it gets close to your target amount, slow down your flow rate. Let it creep up to the number you want. When it hits that number or clicks off, whichever comes first, stop. This way you're controlling the fill amount without overfilling past the automatic shutoff. And please, turn off your engine before you start pumping. I know we're talking about overfilling today, but this is important too. Running engines at gas stations create unnecessary risk. Static electricity is real. Fuel vapors are flammable. Takes 2 seconds to turn your key and restart when you're done. Those 2 seconds are worth it. Here's something else to consider. Overfilling doesn't even give you more range. You're adding fuel that can't be properly stored. Some of it might slosh out when you drive away. Some of it might evaporate faster because it's in the wrong part of the system. You're not gaining anything except potential damage. I want to be clear about something. This isn't about rare cases or extreme situations. This is common. This happens to regular people driving regular cars who think they're just being thorough at the pump. The repair costs are real. The damage is real. And it's completely preventable with one simple change in behavior. Stop when the pump clicks. That's the entire solution. You don't need special equipment. You don't need technical knowledge. You don't need to do anything extra. You just need to stop doing something you probably thought was harmless. Think about how many times you've refueled your car in your life. Dozens of times? Your car is probably the second most expensive thing you own after your house. It deserves to be treated with basic care and respect. And basic care includes something as simple as not overfilling the fuel tank. So here's my challenge to you. Next time you're at the pump, stop when it clicks. Just once. Try it. See what happens. And if you've already learned this lesson the hard way, if you've already paid for a charcoal canister replacement, leave a comment below and let others know. Share your experience. Help someone else avoid the same mistake. This is one of those things that seems small until it costs you money. Don't let it cost you money. Don't let a simple habit turn into an expensive repair. Trust the click. Stop when it stops. If this video helped you avoid a future repair bill, consider subscribing. I cover practical car care that actually matters, without the hype and without the myths. Just real information that keeps your car running and your money in your pocket. Drive safe, fuel smart, and I'll see you in the next one.